our most precious gifts, our children, and one of the reasons some people stay in abusive relationships. They want to keep the family together. But domestic abuse fractured the family of a Connorsville woman, leaving wounds so deep, some people may wonder how she even survived.
Here it is. Come on. Come on. There. Oh, yeah.
These are happier days for Amy Wilms.
Tell me how fierce you are. Oh, yeah. Get it. Get it.
A time when she can look back and remember.
Say hi, Mommy.
Mommy,
I love you.
I love you.
What used to be. Her precious daughter, Kelsey.
Here's a big boy.
Her baby boy, Benjamin, and a family life that looked ideal.
Look at Daddy.
But looks can be deceiving.
You probably never thought that you would be a victim of domestic abuse.
Oh, never. I always think of myself as a strong woman who wouldn't allow that. And yet, I did.
Amy says her family's life was shattered by an abusive husband, seen here in home video. She says he started out by controlling her.
He would watch the odometer on the car. When I went to work, he would know exactly what time I needed to be there, and he would call and check up and make sure that I was there.
Amy says his mental abuse escalated slowly into physical abuse.
He was the type that liked to choke, and he would take his hands, he would put them around my neck, and he would choke me until I about passed out a couple of times. And what was difficult is he did it in front of the children.
She stayed because of her children and her faith.
After I had children, my one thing is I promised God that I was not going to get a divorce.
But ironically, Amy finally left because of her children and her faith.
You know, my biggest fear was him killing me. Because if he killed me, what was going to happen to my children? God is a good God, and he would not want a woman to be in a violent relationship.
But within a few months of leaving her husband, Amy's world turned upside down. Her baby son, Benjamin, died of sudden infant death syndrome. Her daughter, Kelsey, was her strength, her comfort.
And she goes, "Mommy, are you sad?" And I said, "Yes, Kelsey, I'm sad." And I will just never forget this, her taking her little hand and patting me on the back. And she said, "Mommy, it'll be okay."
But it wouldn't be okay. Just a few months later, 3-year-old Kelsey disappeared.
You won't count for Daddy?
Never returning from a visit with her daddy in Ohio.
Hurry up and count if you want to.
Amy alerted sheriff's deputies who searched and delivered devastating news. An officer came to her home.
And he said, "I'm really sorry." He said, "Kelsey is deceased." And my world it shattered.
The remote spot where the bodies were found is a haven for hunters who use the
It was
area to
September of
shoot
1996, nearly 10 years ago, a time seared in Amy's memory. Officers found the bodies of Kelsey and her father at an Ohio wildlife park inside his truck. Her husband had committed a murder-suicide.
He put his arm around my daughter. She was only 3.5 years old. He took a gun. He shot her in the chest 3 times, and then he took his own life. He knew, he was so intelligent, that he knew that by taking my daughter away from me, that he would take everything. So within a 7-month time period, I left my husband, I lost my son, I buried my daughter, and I buried all of that joy that comes with being a mom. And all I wanted to do, I just wanted to do the right thing. I just wanted to protect my kids.
Nighty-night.
No kisses. Good girl.
It was a long time ago, but how do you recover from a wound so deep?
His whole goal was to destroy me. And I won't let that happen. I'm strong, and I love, and I live. Where's Joy go? Where'd it go?
She lives with precious memories of her children. Kelsey loved sunflowers. Amy planted sunflowers in her memory in her backyard.
Oh, I think of them reaching up to the heavens and just being beautiful for my daughter and my son.
And Amy loves again.
I've been so lucky to be able to be remarried and have 2 wonderful stepchildren.
Amy's husband, Carl, says she is an inspiration, a woman still managing and relishing life after suffering incredible loss.
With my 2 children, I can't imagine losing them. And I think what that would mean to me, to lose my children and to still brave the day.
She braves the day with a mission.
I believe that my life has a purpose, and sharing my story is that purpose.
Amy says 10 years ago she walked her abuse journey largely alone. She didn't know there were agencies that could help her. She survives to tell other victims, get help, get the right tools to leave.
I tell them, pick up the phone. Find someone. There are shelters. There are wonderful people who will help. If one woman listens to this and says, I need to get out, then I've done Kelsey and Benjamin honor.
Amy has taken her poignant message across the state. She has spoken before the state legislature to fight for better domestic violence laws and to state police so that they can be better educated about helping victims leave safely.